Okay, I'm recording now. Should I be recording now? Hold on. I'm gonna pause recording. Okay, so we were on Hilchos Temidin ומוספין פרק שביעי, I believe halacha yud beis. All right, so we're gonna continue. Even though I heard the ding. Okay. Kitsaruhu. So this is we're up to the this is the last stuff he talked about was the tzedukim, right? So kitsaruhu untanuhu bakupos. So when they cut it and they put it in the baskets, heviuhu la'azara, they bring it to the courtyard of the Mikdash, v'chavtu oto, and they would beat it, right, like chavata, v'zorin, and they would winnow, uborin, they would select. I don't have packets today, fine, so you can use, I guess, the one in front of Isaac. Is that available? Yeah. Uborin, sorry, v'loklin et ha'sa'orin, and they would take the sa'orin, the barleys, Umahavhabin osan al ha'esh. So I had to look this one up. Mahavhab, which is the I guess roasted. I guess it's a weird word for roasting. The abuv menukav. So I actually have to look up abuv. I don't anyone know what an abuv is? I assume it's related to the word aviv.
Yeah.
Say again?
Spring.
Spring. Interesting.
Isn't that what aviv means?
I thought it meant to bloom.
Oh, that's new.
Oh no, sorry. You meant spring as in the season.
It's spring.
Yes, but I'm saying the word aviv I think comes from something else.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and I think that we might see that here. Let's see here. They put it flute. Oh, you're correct. It's a cylinder.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. You're musically anatomically correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they put it in a cylinder with holes in it, which I guess is a flute. Kadesh yihye ha'ur sholet bekulo, so that the heat or the light, the flame would reach all of it. So like a crude popcorn device, right? Basically. Shenamar says aviv kalui ba'esh geres carmel. All those grain words that I never remember, which I know yesterday we just did them, but
Carmel was grain, right?
was the regular grain?
Unheated.
Grain.
Unheated, yes, it's the unheated grain, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cheat here again.
And totally
From ripe ears, that I guess would be the aviv kalui, maybe.
Ripe ears.
Ears, yeah, like ears of
Is
grain.
that the Carmel?
Roasted over fire. Hold on, roasted over fire would be. Oh no, you're right. So aviv is ripened ears. Kalui be'esh is roasted over fire, and then sorry, I lost it again. Geretz Carmel, Chabad translates as ground from fresh kernels. Fresh kernels is the Carmel.
Okay, fine.
Like you buy fresh caramels at the candy store. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Aviv has nothing to do with Aviv. The Aviv that
So I'm still not entirely convinced of that. I believe I remember that there's some sort of like etymological relationship, but I'm.
Wasn't Aviv ripe ears?
Yeah. All right. You want to settle this once and for all? All right.
Maybe
Where's the what was that?
Maybe they look like cylinders. Like maybe the ripe ears.
That could be.
I hope so.
What part was that?
Played nice.
Vayikra.
Beis Yudalad.
Beis Yudalad. Yeah.
Apparently, we just read this a few weeks ago. I had no
Yeah, I
idea.
didn't realize it's good of that. Okay, Aviv. So the All-Tor dictionary for Aviv says, definition 1, fresh young ears, and then of barley, I guess. And then second is, oh, there you go. Chodesh Aviv is the month of ear forming or of growing grain. See, because the reason why I looked this up is usually they give a the etymological root from the Hebrew, like of whatever, but I guess not, or like related things in Arabic or Aramaic. But no, not this time. Okay, fine.
Okay.
So I guess the season was named after the
ears.
ears, the ripening.
Wait, so it's the season.
I guess that's why I thought it was blossoming.
It's the season
I
of
thought-
ripening ears.
Yeah, it was ripening. Yeah, it was close. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, if we were really speculative, we would say, is there a relationship between like Av and Aviv? Like it's the parent, the father of further, yeah. I don't know. Or Av thick with an iyun, right? Yeah, because it's like the thickening.
Even though it's spelled differently, but it's pronounced.
Oh well, that's a known thing. I think that the olives and the iyons have
Yeah.
related thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Wow.
We could be etymologists. Make up anything we want.
Isn't that what etymology is?
Yeah. Oh, that,
Just gotta go buy an armchair real quick.
yes, exactly. Yeah, we got one right here. I'm just in the wrong chair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your definition starts superior. All right. So on that pasuk, the Torah says it's only talking about the Minchas Omer. I guess as opposed to other menachos, which are not necessarily from Aviv Kaloi, right, from the ripened ones. Okay, fine. The achar, next page, or next paragraph, the achar shekolin also shotzin also bazar. So after they shekolin also, what does kolin mean?
Is that color?
I don't think so. Oh, it could be, yeah, it could be roast. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Let's see if that's right. After it is roasted. Yes, you're right. Good etymologizing. Yeah. Shotzin also bazar. They spread it out on the in the courtyard. And the wind blows over it. I don't know what function the wind serves because it's not like it needs to dry it out.
They already windowed it. They
Cool it off,
already
maybe?
windowed it.
Yeah, they already windowed it.
That
Yeah,
was the first part of it.
yeah. Maybe cooling it off. I don't know.
Is being the base. It's
Oh yeah.
stuff to so Vizoran.
I see.
Yeah.
Like window.
Yeah.
I
The
totally read it as Shoftin. And
that would
I was like, yeah.
okay.
I got very confused.
Yes, it would be confusing. Vinosnin oso lerechaim shalagorosos, and they place it in the millstones of grossos. Gotta look this up also. Grossos is a mill for kernels. Okay. Yes. So what other mill would you use? The tokenin is shalosh se'in, and then that's when they grind the 3 se'in, which he mentioned earlier is the measurement. Motim min hakol isaron shu menupa bishlosha esrei nafa. Bishlosha esrei nafa. Does that mean that it's sifted 13 times?
Huh.
So they extract from it. What? Okay. An isaron, which is sifted 13 times. Let's see if that's right. I guess like very, very finely sifted, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
sifted with 13 sifters.
Yeah.
And that would do the job.
I know what that one
Hashar,
Give me a look. I
is.
know.
you have some sort of like sifting side business?
Long story short,
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time sifting flowers for no reason.
No, it wasn't for no reason.
It was for a good reason, but it was an unnecessarily long amount of time.
Oh, okay.
I did it wrong.
You can keep your sifting secrets. So v'nechal l'chol adam. Sorry, v'hashar nifte v'nechal l'chol adam. So the rest of it, meaning the of the original amount, the part that is outside of the 3 se'in that was ground can be redeemed and eaten by any person. V'chayav v'chala u'pater mina maitros. K'moshe b'yarnu, it's obligated in chala and exempt from maitros. I don't have enough knowledge of maitro and chala to have a havamina. Otherwise,
It seems weird to me, but I think anything would. It seems weird to me that the korban is chayav v'chala. But I have no idea what chala is.
Yeah.
How it would look.
okay.
I know.
Yeah.
What it is.
I mean, technically, it's not the korban, right? It's the leftover. That's not. used for
this is the shiur. Oh,
Yeah, the shiur.
never mind, I missed
Yeah.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
Yeah. Okay. But lokachin zeha isaron. So we're on Yabez 3 in your edition. Velokachin zeha isaron shel solas. So then you take that isaron of solas of barley, of the fine flour of barley, ubolalin also belog shemen biyom shisha asar b'nisan, and you mix it. There's a good word for bolel. That's not just mix, but
So,
blend.
Yeah.
America is blend and blow. Yeah, you blend it with an oil with a log of shemen on the 16th of Nisan.
Where do they specify that now?
Yeah, wasn't it all 16?
Yeah, I thought so also. I guess because beyond Shisha of Nisan. I mean,
No.
there's all this other stuff.
Oh, I guess.
I mean, I assumed that this other stuff was during the day, but did he ever say that during the day?
I don't think so.
No, right? So I guess all that other stuff was at night.
Yeah.
I mean, he started off Yud by saying Kuruhu and Asnuhu Bakupos, then that definitely occurred at night, right? So I guess
Yeah,
Yuhu Lazara is also at night.
Yeah, I guess the process of getting the flour for the mincha
Mhm.
is at night.
Right.
Which is from harvesting to turning it into to sifting out the isaron of flour.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then now when you have the product,
Right.
then-
But this is actually part of the making of the mincha, right?
Yeah.
The oil, combination of the oil and the
yeah, that's part of the avoda.
yeah. Okay, v'notznin ala kometz levona kishar hamanachos, and you place on it a what's the conventional definition of kometz? 3 fingers full, scoop, right?
Hand's breath.
Of frankincense, like other menachos. Umenifo b'mizrach, and you wave it in the east, which I think means, again, I'm not holding in korbanos here, meaning I think it means the waver goes in on the east part of the where are we right now? In the Azara still? And then molid umevi mala morid, right? So you do your niyanuim. And that's another thing that like I know enough to tell other people that they should know about this, but not enough to actually know what's going on. But like I think people think of niyanuim as being unique to lulav, but like if you know Mikdash stuff, or you know like the parts did that occur this week? No. With the hanafa of like the Levine.
I don't think it was this week because I something that I'm aware happened that I've been like keeping an eye out for.
Oh, yeah. So like, yeah, it's really a Mikdash phenomenon.
It's weird because most of which people
Not like
like a piece of people,
Yeah.
I think, and
Like
them.
limp ragdoll, like
Really?
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
I don't
can,
remember this.
yeah, because it's in the part that people just gloss over when they do sign mikra.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you can lift a what was it, the mata, which is equal to 40 sapphire,
Right.
certainly a person.
A fish sticks.
Yes, a fish stick. Yeah. Oh boy. Umagisho keneged huda shel keren ma'aravit deromit kishar hamanachos. Okay, so I'll take his word for that. That's a normal manachos thing. He brings it near to the southwestern corner. Sorry, the southwestern tip. The tip of the southwestern corner of the mizbeach, like other menachos. Okay. I also don't know what the hagasha is like. The bringing close for menachos stuff. I don't know that. The kometz, he doesn't have a kmitza here, and then
He
he
does a kmitza of the mixture, right?
right.
Oh, what did you do?
The first one was the kmitza to make the mixture.
Yeah, with the lavona.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. So yeah, to put the levon on there. Yeah. So this is the kmitza of the mixture here, and he burned it. The hashar and the rest of it, nechal kohanim kishiari kol menachos, is consumed by the kohanim like the other leftovers of the menachos, right? So we've had like this is like a fraction of a fraction, right? We had the original amount, and you took the 3 in, and then that became the mincha, and then just the kmitza becomes the actual part that's on the mizbeach. Very small amount.
It seems very anticlimactic to me.
Yeah. The emasai komsinoso. When do we do the kmitza? I guess the kmitza of the actual mincha. La'achar shemakrivin musaf hayom. After the musaf has been brought, so this is the musaf of the second day of Pesach. The keves ha'olah kodem tamishal ben arbaim. And keves ha'olah, this is the keves ha'olah that accompanies this mincha, right? Because he said, in addition to the musaf of Pesach, you have a keves and then this mincha Omer. So you bring the keves, so you bring your tamishal shachar, then your musaf of Pesach, then this one keves ha'olah, and then the kmitza.
Roseworth, this has a comma after every keves ha'olah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. If I had to put punctuation here, I would say la'achar shemakrivin musaf hayom v'keves ha'olah, comma.
Yeah.
Does yours have a period after musaf hayom or a comma?
Yeah.
I mean, yours says yours.
No, it doesn't.
Because we're not having the armchair. Yeah.
No, it's where you said.
Where
you said.
okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, fine. That's that. Okay, now we get up to the relationship to chadash. Of harvesting, not chadash, not the etrafil of chadash. It is usher to harvest in Eretz Yisrael any one of the 5 species of produce before the harvesting of the Omer. The harvesting of the Omer has to be the first of your harvest. Now, as it says, it has to be the first of your harvest. It has to be the first of all the harvest. I said that 3 times. To what does this refer? It's the katir that is fit to bring the Omer from. Aval base hashalahin sheba'amakim So, but the let's see what this means.
The water field.
Water field?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. In the valleys. Oh my goodness, I just got a.
Yeah.
As if there weren't enough technical difficulties. Suddenly, free ad block you have to pay for.
What?
How did that happen? No, it's ad block's done. I just got a big pop up. Unless that's a scam. Not block or ad block.
It does say mission at base.
It does sound like a scam, but
It does, yeah. It looks official, but I guess I'll
think
scan
it's
too. What did you say it was again?
a water field.
So what this says, and again, maybe it means different things. This is in a parched land in a valley,
Oh,
which actually makes more sense than a watered field because parched would be that it's not roy for the yeah. Okay, fine. So parched land.
what? Yeah, exactly the opposite.
You want some more etymology?
Yes.
Well, continuously they have softened.
No, I think basic stoffen is the same thing.
Schlachen.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I just always mix up basic stoffen and base the other.
You realize this is Schlachen, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Same as basic
Okay.
stoffen.
okay, fine.
I'm pretty sure it's the same thing.
So I wonder if this is related to Shalhevet, of like fire or heat. That's armchair etymology. Yeah. You take away the base because base is the first letter of break. No. Right. Shibamakim. So another hoil of anal roy will have you men because it's not roy to bring from it. Bring the Omer from it. Omer. So then that you can harvest before the Omer. Of all lo yigdosh. Okay, what is the Gedish again? I always forget this also.
A bundle.
That sounds familiar. Yeah, cannot be connected. Even such grain should not be collected in a grain heap, a pile. Yeah. Because what do you call it? Because that would be, I guess, like for lack of a better term, like an industrial scale harvest. Meaning you can cut it, so you can't like large scale harvest it. I guess.
The heap.
What was that?
How do you define a heap?
No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I bet there are conventional definitions. Do we have it in our footnote that everyone else doesn't have because they're not etymologists?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's like a tier thing. It's weird.
So the footnote that we have says. The footnote that we have says lo yase orma min hatvua. Sorry. I was gonna say orma min hatvua finixra. So does that mean orma like sneakiness, or does this mean or is this a typo to be umra, which is a pile of sheaves? Right?
It might be Orma where you. Oh, does it say more?
What was that?
Does it say more after that?
Yeah. It says the hitiru rak es hakatsira mechashash lahapsadas hatvua. So they only permitted a harvesting out of the worry over loss of the produce. V'im lo gadash im bekach have said. I didn't know gadash was a verb, and if you didn't keep it, then there's no loss in this. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is in the. This is not even the Rambam. This is. I assume Tiferes Yisrael and Menachos Yud class. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not gonna look it up.
What was based on Schlein?
Park Valley.
But that is interesting that it has similar feeling to Malone that like
Yes.
matters if it's hefty.
If you're doing it just right.
Or, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Thanks.
Tvua hishrisha kodem laomer, produce that took root. Hishrisha kodem laomer, produce that took root before the Omer. Omer matira. So the Omer.
Baseball. With the other one.
Yeah. Okay, that's the part.
The untouched. Water.
Water.
That's the
Okay.
water. Yeah.
Where are we?
Sorry.
Omer. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So Tvua that took root before the Omer. Omer matira. The Omer will matira. The imlav, but if not, meaning if it didn't take root before the Omer, so then you miss the cutoff point, and it's usher to harvest it, just like it's usher to eat it until after the next Omer comes. So the point is whether it took root, and I'm sure there are agricultural farmery ways to know when it takes root. Yeah. Okay. Kavua shelo hevia, and it's not just like pulling it up, and if there are no roots, yeah, that'd be a.
Yeah, I think it has to grow 1/200 to be heshtrish.
Oh, I mean you judge it based on the outside.
I have no idea how you
Okay,
measure
I assume it's differ based on the crop. But I guess you're not going to have infinite numbers of chamishas aminim. I guess there's going to be some
Yeah.
similarity.
I think it usually takes 3 days, if I'm recalling correctly.
Mhm.
For like, so let's say like Zriya.
From Zriya?
Yeah, I think it's
To
like,
take, okay.
yeah.
So that's the other thing also is like, you're going to get an average. Like, so you're going to
Yeah.
know how much it is. Yeah.
I'm kind of confused about halachos. Not like, is that like an unusual thing to do?
I guess it's just you have to have a cutoff point for
Right.
when, no pun intended, where from where the what's considered this year's or last year's harvest. And I guess I mean, he says it's just like for the Isra Achila, so I would assume it's like the Isra Achila for Chadash.
Mhm.
I wouldn't assume that there's a new definition, but I guess he has to address that.
Yeah.
I noticed that the Rambam doesn't have a law on Chadash. It's like,
Really?
yeah, if you look at the Caceres, it's just,
Maybe
not,
not.
yeah.
No, it'd be in Malchus Torah though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, what do you talking about?
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, scared me.
Yeah.
Breaking news: Rommel the Chadash is mutter. Yeah. Okay. Right. So on this section. Next, so it talks about Tuvush lo hivia shalish mutter liksor mimena laha'achil. So produce that has not yielded a third, is that a third of what? Mutter liksor mimena laha'achil. Okay, so I'm going to look at my footnote here. My footnote says shlo hivia shalish shlo gadla lepachot shalish migidula haragil. That has not grown a third of its usual growth. Okay, and then it goes and says how to tell. Mutter liksor mimena laha'achil lebhema. So you can harvest from it to feed to an animal. Meaning this is not like human produce. Okay, fine. V'kotrin mipnei hanetios shelo yipatzdu. And you can harvest it because of the netios, because of the, I know netios are usually saplings, but I don't think you use that word when you're talking about grain. I'm just going to look and see what the official word is so the farmers who watch this don't get upset. Oh, mipnei hanetios, it does mean saplings.
Yeah.
So meaning, but not saplings of grain, like I said. Meaning, let's say like it's gonna I don't know how this happens, but if the wheat is growing, if that's gonna somehow affect trees. Look at what you guys don't have a footnote. I'm sorry. Shlo yichachashu shesile eitim seirim miatavu hatzamachas samuch alehem umanatzelet es mashave ha'adam. In other words, if it's going to be bad for the soil around the trees and affect them. So like, you can harvest it to prevent it from damaging your other trees. Yeah.
It's going to drain nutrients.
I guess so. Yeah, I had no idea that they were that vicious. The kotrin lefanos makom lebeis ha. That's a weird halacha. The kotrin lefanos makom lebeis ha'evel or lebeis hamidrash. You can harvest in order to make space for a house of mourning. Like someone's gonna die, and you just like or a base midrash. I mean, not a base Knesset. Like when is like making room for a base Avel thing? Isn't a base Avel just like?
Yeah, why should
Yeah, right.
Also, didn't they already have a way out because otherwise they're not like trapped by their field?
I have no idea what this means. Can I look at and our footnotes don't explain anything. So let me just look up about.org and see if there's anything here. So they translate it as an assembly of mourning. Still weird, but not as weird. It's not like you're building a house.
It's like a funeral parlor, I guess.
Yeah.
No.
I think like I guess a place where people are going to be gathering like for Avelis, like for
You're not going to do that when you don't know.
well, the family. I mean,
What are their houses?
that's what I would have assumed. That's why it's weird, but it is. I mean, it is a thing, a base Avel, right? There are halachos about what you do in a base Avel and whatnot. So, I guess it's lopped off about bias. Yeah. Field.
Maybe I should what it?
It grew less than a third of its usual growth, like a stunted growth.
I see.
Like
Why
superior crop.
why is this limited to leash?
I don't think.
I thought only the Hema ones.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I
okay,
understood.
fine.
Also, yeah, this is the coaching means
And
anyone's. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But if it is fully grown, you'd still not be able. You wouldn't be able to feed
Not
the
all,
command.
right.
You'd still be able to do.
To save your
Yeah.
trees, to save the trees, and and the base Avel and base midrash. Yeah, Adam Eitzos. Okay. The alpha p shemuter. Oh, I forgot. This is another problem with recording on my computer as it gets really hot. We'll see what happens. Oh, in case you didn't see it in the WhatsApp, we're going to stop when the free account stops. Yeah. The alpha p shemuter liktor lo yase osan krifos kedercha kotrin elianichem tzavasim. So all these difficult words. Even though it is mutter to harvest in these cases, he shouldn't make them into piles in the manner of the harvesters. Elianichem tzavasim. Rather, you should leave them. So it's kind of like, I don't know what the difference is between krichos and gedish.
Isn't a bundle?
A bundle, yeah. Oh, there's a bundle, yeah. You should leave them as small bundles, tzavasim, as opposed to sheaves. So I guess sheaves are the official.
Well, no, the bundle is wrapped.
Not
We haven't said about the word for it.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was gonna. Is this a core? Yeah. Okay, Yud Zayin. So we've already explained in Yishurim Mizbeach and Bikurim that we don't bring menachos, nor do we bring minchas nesachim, nor do we bring first fruit from Chadash before the bringing of the Omer. Vimhevi pasul. So up until now we were talking about harvesting before the Havat Omer. Now we're talking about bringing these various Mikdash things. If you do bring it, it's pasul. V'lo yavi kodem havas hashtei lechem, and we also don't bring it before the shtei lechem, which is on Shavuos. Vimhevi kasher. And if you do bring it, it's kasher. So that's weird, right? So you can't bring it before the Havat Omer on the 16th of Nisan. You also can't bring it until after Shavuos, but if you brought it during the period between Pesach and Shavuos, then, or really between Havat Omer and Shavuos, then it would be kasher. And anyone who brings a mincha from Chadash, he first makes the bracha of Shachianu. Okay.
Well, I thought their Seilechem was the thing was that once you become Chai from Seilechem, then you can't bring something else.
This sounds like he's saying, Mukum lahava'at she'elechem. Right, so what maybe I missed what you said. Say it again.
Thing like the Kodem Havas Omer.
What?
No, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, chavurah is our achar shekarav Omer. So produce that one planted after bringing the Omer. Tara achar shekarav Omer shalashana haba'a, and harvested it after bringing the Omer of the next year. Okay, fine. So you let's say on the 17th of Nisan you plant Mine Dagan, right? And then the next year on the 17th of Nisan you harvest it. So it's a suffix if you can bring from it menachos l'chatchila before you brought the shtei lechem. Hoil u'tevuazo avar alaha havas shtei lechem u'ktir Omer. Since this produce did pass over a shtei lechem and a k'tir Omer, or do not bring it ad sheyaviu shtei lechem achar havas Omer shalashana acheres, or do you have to do that year's shtei lechem? What kind of a suffix is that? Yeah, you think that that's like a case that's just addressed by the Torah.
Yeah.
Stam, like just by cutoff dates, like can't you just resolve that? That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Can we say something? No. So too produce that was in the land and you mummified it? No. What's konate mean other than mummification and embalming? V'chantu aleha. What halachos is this? This is that is I'm not imagining that, right? That is chanutim. That's embalming. Yeah. And its leaves began to form. Is that Hantu? That's boring.
Right.
Okay, fine. As leaves begin to form. Yeah. Oh, because the leaves of the mummy. Oh boy, easiest job in the world. Heinetsu alim shalah, or its leaves blossomed. This one I know, right? Because that's what Hanetsu means. This is real etymology, right?
So the
Heinetsu arimonim.
kind of bird.
That was a very meta joke. Or the leaves blossom its leaves blossom kashivu shtei lechem. Once he brought shtei lechem, I'm gonna have to read this sentence over again. V'chein tavur sh'ha'isa b'karka v'pantu aleha. Oh, aleha is leaves, not on top of it, but so tavur that was in the earth, and its leaves started growing. Ohinetu alim shalah. Okay, these must be two stages of growth, honate and hainates, whatever. When the shtei lechem was brought, what do you mean kishe heviu? Does it mean before or after? Or does it mean simultaneous with?
It was already spreading when.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Spreading shoot.
Harzeh safek im hanatzas alin o hachanatatan k'mosh hashrasha. So it's a doubt whether the blossoming of its leaves or its growing of the leaves is like the taking root. V'hutra lahavi mimena menachos. And is mutter to have menachos brought from it. O ena chashuva kahashrasha, or if it's not considered to be like taking root, lafikach lo yavi, and therefore you should not bring. Vim hevi churza, and if you do bring, then it does achieve ritzoy. That's still tough, like he's saying. V'kutzir kodem yiksir sa'omer eno loke v'katzir kasher. And one who brings, who harvests before the harvesting of the Omer does not get malchus, and the katzir is kasher. That's also interesting.
I'm not sure.
Why would you not get malchus?
I said that the Hashtrasha is 1/200, like 1/200.
Yeah.
But that might be specifically for killing.
Okay.
Not grow leaves before they take root.
Say again?
I didn't know they could grow leaves before they root.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, what does it mean the katsir is kosher, like the korban?
No, I mean, kosher is weird to use, right? So the footnote says, sorry. No, the footnote says in heavy kosher, but there he says the bikurim. Kosher bikurim. Does he say anything here? This is at the end of Chaf Aleph, right? Chaf Aleph. No, it doesn't say. So if it's the same way they used it earlier, then it's kosher for bikurim.
Right.
As opposed to possible for bikurim. So the kosher and probably makes sense there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you not get malchus by harvesting it? Am I just missing something basic here? Oh, I mean this particular plant. Sorry, not in general. Yeah. See, this is another thing. But have you noticed in this parak how off the numbering is compared to the Rambam's paragraphs?
Yeah.
Much more so than usual, I feel. And I feel like if we read this as halacha 21 as its own statement, v'hakoter kodem katsir Omer eno loke v'katsir kasher, that would sound like it's a universal principle, but the way that the Rambam groups it, it's clearly talking about this one case of the hainates.
Right. For sure.
It's really confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of them divided up into many halachos, like 4 or 5. Yeah. Okay. So now do we finally get to Spheres Omer? Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Mitzvahs asay lispor sheva shabbatos tamimos miyom havas Omer. It is a mitzvahs asay to count 7 complete weeks from the day of the bringing of the Omer. Shenemar, as it says, "Usfartim lechem mimachar Shabbat." You shall count for yourselves from the day after the Yom Tov Sabbath. Umitzvah limnos hayamim im hashavuos, and it is a mitzvah to count the days with the weeks. Shenemar, as it says, "Tifru chamishim yom." Count 50 days. Umitchilas hayom monin, and we count from the beginning of the day. Lefikach, therefore, monin balayla, we count at night. Milel shisha asar b'Nisan, from the night of the 16th of Nisan. Shachach v'lo mana balayla, if he forgot and didn't count at night, mona b'yom, he counts during the day. The ein monin ela me'omed, and one only should count while standing. V'imanam yoshev yata, then he is yote. If you count while sitting, then he's yote. So that's an odd havmina there also.
What? I don't understand
The Maskana.
why do you have to stand in the
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, we said that. Oh, you weren't here yesterday. We said that I think the source of this is mehachel hermish bakalma tachel lispor, that it associates the counting to the standing crop, which is a weird drasha. Because of the Zoom account might end in like a minute, I'm just going to read this last one and we can continue to discuss. Mitzvah zo al kol ish mitzrael b'chol makom u'b'chol zman. This mitzvah is on every Jewish male in every place and every time. Women and servants are part from Spheres Omer because it's a mitzvah grandma, presumably. One needs to make that bracha every night of Asher Kisham all Spheres Omer. Why would it not be lispor ha'omer based on the rules of Hilchos brachos that we learned? Because you're doing it for yourself and it's an obligation and it's before you did it. Yeah. All right, let's think about that. Let's read the last line. Right. So that's two other weird havaminas, because ordinarily we know that the birkas mitzvah is not nama akev, right? So why would you think that you're not yotze, and then why would you think that you are choser and mevarach? I think this is the whole sugya, right? That there's something weird that is of the status of the birkas mitzvah on Shviras Omer. You know, which I mean, it might be a similar, not that svara, that would be ridiculous, but something. I think there's stuff in the Harei Kedem about this, about the about these havaminas. You know, I did this a long time ago, but I don't remember what it was. Okay, so what do we want to talk about now? Now that where we locked it in terms of the recording. So if this ends, then it ends.
Right.
But yeah.
No.
Yeah, right. So I was just to elaborate. So let me see. Let's see if the footnotes say anything. So shachach v'lo b'layla mona b'yom. Which halachos was that? That was Chaf Gimel, right? So here we go. Ubechuvato hoti param. So in one of his chuvas, it adds shemitzvaso b'tchilas halayla. Okay, that the mitzvah is at the beginning of the night. V'im lo tzafar b'tchilas halayla yitfor b'bracha b'shash nizkar b'layla. So that's an intervening havamina, right?
Wow. Weird.
Yeah, very weird.
Wait, so does that imply that during the day you wouldn't say bracha?
Let's see. V'im shachach, and if he forgot, yispor lemacharas below bracha. There you go. V'im shachach lispor lala.
Macharas meaning the next morning.
The next morning. The next morning, yeah. 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 The next morning. Yeah. Well, he's going to address that now. He's going to. V'im shachach lispor lila echad o shnei leilos. If you forgot to count one night, meaning like the entire day passes, or 2 nights. Yamchif levarich b'layla al hayom. You continue to be mevarich on the night, during the night on the day shenimtzabo, on the day that you find yourself in, karagil, as normal. Ad sof yimei sfira, until the end of sfira. Ach lo yomar b'yom ha'achron karagil hayom tishav arba'im yom ba'omer. But you should not say on the last day normally, as normal. Today is 49 days in the Omer. Shehim shiva shavuos tamimim. You should leave out the word tamimim, which I guess the Rambam has. Does Ashkenaz have that? I forgot. No, I don't think so. Right? Ella yomar lalo hamilim tamimim. Right? You omit the word tamimim because I guess you forgot one. Wow. So that's the interesting thing. Wow. So you count at the beginning of the night. You got at the beginning of the night. You do it whenever you remember later on in the night. With a bracha. See, it's interesting is I'm not, obviously we're not passing based on truth of the Rambam, but like I always I never asked a shaila on this, but like I feel like ordinarily we would, all things being equal, daven Mariv and say Kriya Shema and daven like do Shema before counting the Omer. But because I'm so paranoid about forgetting, I always do it as soon as I get my reminder, you know. And I always wonder, like, oh, am I doing something wrong? And I'm trying to keep this wrong, you know? Yeah. And then if you forget during the night, you do during the day. And if you forget a complete day, you still continue to do the brachos on the new day. And you just omit the word tamimim at the very end. Yeah.
It seems like going around, there is some sort of, even though they're all separate mitzvahs, there is some kind of iyun of how to get them all.
Well, when you say separate mitzvah, you mean separate mitzvah mitzvah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's ironically, the Bahag would be the one who holds the opposite, right? Because he holds that the holding is jeopardized if you miss one. That's how he makes up all of the other mitzvahs. Yeah, that's funny. Let me see if there's any other nuggets in the footnotes. The whole makam of Hosman, mitzvah. Right, this is the question also, right? The machlokas rishonim about whether the Shviras Omer we do now is midra orais or midra rabbanon. So the Rambam holds that Shviras Omer, was it? Yeah, he holds midra orais. He holds not at all talui on the actual bringing of the Omer. Who holds man? Gam zman she'ein mikdash kayim mipnei she'eina talui b'hakrav Omer. Okay, fine. Nashim on piturim. Mr. Station on grama. Okay, fine. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay, that's that. Yeah.
By the way, the Rambam has 3 love, but you can tell that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't he specify the types of grain?
שלא לאכול לחם תבוא חדשה,
Yeah.
שלא לאכול קלי מן החדש, שלא לאכול כרמל מן החדש.
Okay.
לחם קלי and caramel.
Kali is the roasted, and caramel is the non-heated.
Yeah, the fresh grain.
Yeah, fresh grain. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fresh caramel.
Fresh caramel. Yes.
Fresh caramel
Yeah.
from the shop.
Yeah.
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 Did Avi leave?
I thought so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should, I'm gonna stop this now.
What?
Stop. And start